It is sophomore night here in Newport Richey, Florida. The Lady Bobcats, PHSC, up against Palm Beach State College. The Panthers and the Bobcats, the battle of the Big Cats. Right here, right now. I am Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. This is Bobcat Pregame Now, the pregame show for all of your athletics. It's women's volleyball is an important game after PHSC suffered a shutout loss against Indian River State College. Can the Bobcats bounce back and try to slip into the playoffs? So let's just get right down to it. Where is PHSC at as of right now? If you look at the data, very similar like last time, just a bit of a different situation. 10.38 kills per set for Pasco-Hernando, 14.59 digs per set for PHSC. They have a 7-11 conference record and a 9-16 overall record. They are now 7th in the division, out of technical playoff contention. But again, they had that tiebreaker with St. Petersburg, so that's something to keep your eye on. And they have a 181 hitting percentage. Now for Palm Beach State College, different situation, 10.26 kills per set, little less than Pasco-Hernando, 14.10 digs per set, again less than PHSC. They block 1.36 blocks per set, so that's pretty consistent with their offense. They have a 3-14 conference record and a 5-18 overall record, and they have a 158 hitting percentage. Again, downward compared to PHSC, so that could be a telling story. PHSC in this case right now at home, they have the advantage, but as we saw with last game, it was very different for the Lady Bobcats, and it leads me to where have they been in terms of the schedule. Well, for Pasco-Hernando, again, it's been up and down. Shutout wins, shutout losses. They had a game where they went into 5 sets. And most recently, again, a shutout loss against Indian River State College, a game that could have altered PHSC and get them up as they were having positive momentum with a 2-game winning streak. Now they have a 1-game losing streak, and PHSC is still holding their breath, again, against St. Petersburg State College. Again, they are hoping to get into the playoffs. The Titans are, and it leads me to this particular thing I want to talk about, coach talk. I say it at the end of our pregame show. I want to say it again, but it's going to be a little bit different. All the things that you see on the screen, I have talked about time and time again, but I want to bring up a different type of subject that's all around this, and it results from last game. It stems from the last game we had broadcasted to you. It was pressure and experience, right? For PHSC, I told you before the beginning of that game, it seems like they got over the hurdle, but not this game, not last game. It was the complete opposite effect for Pasco-Hernando, and I talked to Deanne Wilson. I talked to her after the game. I said, what happened? And she talked about pressure and experience. Again, you have a mostly freshman team. You have a team that is vying for a playoff spot. Pressure is on, and when it's not going their way, they start to crack, right? The gingerbread house is cracking. There is no solid cream foundation. It's just now a complete mess because they can't repair what they've already damaged. And for PHSC, they do have the tools to fix it. They need to implement it, and that's going to be the main question. Again, Palm Beach State College is an interesting team. Deanne Wilson has talked to me about this. They could surprise you. They are a wild card type of team. You know, they could give you the worst deck imaginable. And then on their sleeve, they have an ace and a queen, and you're done, right? Yahtzee. You don't want that here for PHSC. So for Pasco-Hernando State College, they have to win this game, right? They have to hold on to their breath, because if they lose this game, for example, right, and St. Petersburg wins their game, their next game, which would be their second out of the final 3, it puts the PHSC in a very bad spot. And for the Bobcats, they have to win this game in terms of just saving their momentum. Every time they have won a game, there was some momentum built into it for this team that is lively and young. But every time they have lost, it seems like the confidence has been sheltered. And Deanne Wilson is trying to implement that confidence back out, especially on this court, especially at home, especially because the playoffs are right around the corner. So with just about 10 minutes left before this game, it is sophomore night. Just a friendly reminder, we are celebrating the sophomores on this volleyball roster, and you're going to see that after this pregame show. So do not go anywhere. Palm Beach State College, Pasco-Hernando State College, the battle of the Big Cats coming your way. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Here, my name is Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. I want to apologize real quickly. You might have noticed on Palm Beach State College's stats that my numbers didn't necessarily match what was on the screen. It was stats that were not fully updated yet, and I used the most current stats on the NJCAA website on my broadcasting notes. So I want to apologize up front for any confusion, but nevertheless, again, Palm Beach State College, they have their current stats: 10.26 kills per set, 14.10 digs per set, 1.36 blocks per set, a 3-14 conference record, and a 5-18 overall record. Again, PHSC has their stats correct. They are 7-11 in conference as of right now, entering tonight's game. So I want to clarify that right here, right now, and once again apologize for that particular issue. But do not go anywhere, because we have the sophomore night here in Newport Richey, Florida, celebrating our fellow sophomores on this volleyball team roster. That will be happening in just about 8 minutes' time. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Today's matchup features the Palm Beach State College Panthers and your Pasco-Hernando State College Bobcats. Before we start tonight's game, we would like to commemorate our fellow sophomores that are part of our Bobcat family. Starting off with Isabella Gonzalez. She's a center, and she played volleyball when she was 13 years old. During her time at PHSC, she was awarded the FCSAA All-Academic Team. Her favorite memory at PHSC was road trips to away games and last year's Halloween practice. Her future plans are to continue to achieve a bachelor's in business. She loves to play volleyball because of all the memories and friendships I've made throughout the years. Our second athlete is Vicky Aquino. Her parents are Ricky and Julia Aquino. She wears number 3 and is an outside hitter. She started playing volleyball when she was 4 years old. Her favorite PHSC volleyball memory in one sentence was the Pensacola trip last year. She loves to play volleyball because it keeps me in shape and it's fun to play. Our third athlete is Sarah Hernandez. Her parents, Karina Hernandez and Karina Hernandez. She wears number 5, and her position is an outside hitter. She started playing volleyball when she was 12 years old. Her favorite PHSC volleyball memory in one sentence was going to Pensacola with last year's team and enjoying my freshman season with the girls. Her future plan is to get a bachelor's degree and then join a CAA program for 2.5 years to become an anesthesiologist assistant. She loves to play volleyball because this sport builds amazing friendships that make the sport so fun and makes me stay competitive. Our next athlete is Andrea Bravo. Her parents are Renette Burgos and Manuel Bravo, and she wears number 17. She's a defensive specialist libero. She started playing volleyball when she was 6 years old. The volleyball awards she received at PHSC include the FCSAA All-American Academic Team. Her favorite PHSC volleyball memory in one sentence was our away games, driving all together in the van. Her future plans is biology for vet school, and her school right now is undecided. However, she plays volleyball because it brings me happiness and friendship along the ways. And these are your fellow sophomores. Give one more round of applause, everyone. Thank you. It's time for our player introductions. For Palm Beach State College, number 2, Emma Richardson. Number 3, Sophia Soderberg. Number 4, Cameron Chick. Number 6, Lily Hollyman. Number 7, Lila Devon. Number 8, Abby Venero. Number 9, Jaden Manolfi. Number 10, Anna Ellison. Number 11, Angela Lynn. Number 12, Camila Gonzalez. Number 13, Ava Joel. Number 14, Georgina Van Loo. Number 15, Larissa Gonzalez. And number 17, Jasmine Rayner. Now, for your Pasco-Hernando State College Bobcats. Number 1, Valentina Cardoso. Number 2, Isabella Gonzalez. Number 3, Vicky Aquino. Number 4, Elena Carter. Number 5, Sarah Hernandez. Number 6, Avery O'Connell. Number 8, Maria Cubero. Number 9, Isabel Carew. Number 10, Kaden Barber. Number 11, Kirsten Shaw. Number 12, Callie Brackett. Number 13, Kayla Polano Reyes. Number 14, Alanis Colon. Number 15, Sydney Fraser. Number 16, Amy Jordan Cruz. And number 17, Andrea Bravo. Now, let's go Bobcats!
Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. Sophomore night inside Building K, the gym here in Newport Richey, Florida. It's the Lady Bobcats PHSC up against Palm Beach State College. The Panthers, the battle of the big cats, as I like to call it. It's going to be a great game tonight. PHSC hoping to bounce back after their shutout loss against Indian River State College. PHSC again wearing yellow and gold and black, as Palm Beach State has a dark green, white, and a bright yellow on their uniforms. PHSC is to my right, and Palm Beach State is to my left. Again, a team has to win 3 sets. They have to do that by reaching 25 points and must lead by 2 in order to win this game. Both teams giving handshakes, high fives before we start here. The ball will go to Palm Beach State College, and it will be served by number 2, Emma Richardson. Ball is put up in the air. First touch by Freyer. It's set by Carter. Shot by Barber. Tipped up in the air by Palm Beach. Ball's all the way back. They have to put it out, which they do. PHSC resets. Set up by Carter. Shot by Barber. Ball is going to be out of play, and PHSC grabs their first point. They lead 1-0 early inside the first set, which means number 15, Sydney Freyer, will be serving the ball for PHSC. The libero from Palm Harbor, Florida, puts the ball in motion for the Lady Bobcats. It's put back out in the center. Great job by Carter, set by Freyer. Shot by Hernandez, tipped up in the air. Ball's going to go out of play, and PHSC grabs their second point inside the first set early. Once again, Freyer will be serving the ball for PHSC, wearing that yellow, gold, and black uniform, striped pattern up front. Ball goes out of play. A communication error, last touch by Ayla Janor for Palm Beach, and it's 3-0 early. PHSC once again will be serving the ball. Freyer has it. 3 wide formation up front for Pasco-Hernando. Set and the attack, but she hits the net. Number 14 to be specific, Georgina Van Loo hits the net with her touch. It is 4-0 now early within the first set. Once again, Sydney Freyer will be serving the ball for Pasco-Hernando. Ball is up in the air. Here comes the set and the attack, and a first confirmed kill for Cameron Chick for Palm Beach State College. It is 4-1. They grab their first point, and that means that Georgina Van Loo, the outside hitter, will be serving the ball for the Lady Panthers. Ball up in the air. First touch by Freyer, set by Carter, fake out, shot by Barber, and they get the confirmed kill right there, right now. Great teamwork up front. It is 5-1. PHSC leading. Carter and Barber is out as Rays and number 4, Carter, is in. Carter puts the ball in motion. Ball's put up in the air. Hard shot blocked up front, but it goes out of play within Bobcats territory. It is 5-2. Notably, Avery O'Call is in the game for PHSC, a bright spot in the last game we had broadcasted to you. She's up front to the left as the ball is put in play. First touch by Freyer, then Carter. Shot by Hernandez. Ball trickles down. Great save by Palm Beach. Ball is put back, way back out. It's going to be set by Carter. O'Call with a great kill. Up front early, ball slowly goes down. Palm Beach unable to grab it. It is now 6-2. Andrea Bravo, one of our sophomores that was just recently celebrated in our sophomore night pregame, is going to be serving the ball. Number 17 on the Bobcats roster. Ball is put in play. Ball put back out by Palm Beach, but it's a little too short, and it is 7-2 now. That means number 17, Andrea Bravo, once again will be serving the ball for Pasco-Hernando. The libero puts the ball in the air for the Lady Bobcats. Here comes the set, now the attack. Ball put way back out, first touch by Freyer, called by Carter. Goes back to Rays, ball in the middle. Palm Beach resets, ball hit back up front. Ball put back by Carter. It's counted for PHSC. A smart shot. That's within bounds. And we're going to have a timeout here early called by Palm Beach State. 8-2 is the score. Pasco-Hernando State College leading exactly what the Bobcats need to do, but it is too early to tell. You never know. Palm Beach, again, has been considered a wild card team, according to Deanne Wilson, meaning they can see the unexpected happen, especially with a matchup like this. Again, the Lady Bobcats hoping to win this game, try to bounce back after their loss against Indian River. As I see to my left here, Indian River being potentially the number 5 seed. Again, Palm Beach out on court right now. PHSC back on court. Andrea Bravo will be serving the ball once again. She dribbles the ball here. Bravo sets it up. Ball is in the air. Here comes the set. Now the attack by Palm Beach. Great dig by Bravo, set by Freyer. Here's Cologne with her shot. Ball is tipped. The Panthers reset. Here comes their attack. Blocked up front. And the ball goes right past me and out of play. It is 8-3. Again, the Lady Bobcats trying to save that one. But Palm Beach State College will have their 3rd point inside the first set. It is 8-3 now. It looks like Jaden Manolfi serves the ball, but the ball is tipped up by a call, and then a shot by Rays. Ball is tipped up. Palm Beach has to reset. Here comes the attack. Ball off the hands of Sydney Freyer. It is 8-4 now. PHSC has a 4-point lead. But nevertheless, once again, Palm Beach will have possession here. Manolfi, the freshman, number 9 on the Palm Beach roster, puts the ball in motion. Be set by Carter. Tipped up, put on top by O'Call. And PHSC grabs their 9th point inside the first set. Great job by O'Call. Again, up front is her specialty. In corner 3 to be exact. O'Call serves the ball. The set by Palm Beach. Great block up front, but it's going to be called for Palm Beach. 9-5 is the score. And it means number 12, Camila Gonzalez, the outside hitter, the freshman number 12 on the Panthers roster, will be serving the ball here. Gonzalez puts the ball up in the air. It's called for by Bravo with the set. Now the attack by Cologne. Ball pushed forth by Palm Beach. Ball goes in play, considered a point for Palm Beach. It might have went off the hand of a Bobcat player. Too hard to tell, but nevertheless, once again, Palm Beach State College will be serving the ball here. Three-wide formation in the front and the back. Ball goes out of play after a serve by Gonzalez for Palm Beach. It's 10-6 now. PHSC enters double digits early inside the first set. Isabel Crew, number 9, the setter, 5'9". From Colorado Springs, Colorado, will be serving the ball here for Pasco-Hernando. Ball is up in the air, but it goes out of play. It is 10-7 now. Again, the Panthers are wearing those white, dark green, and yellow uniforms. PHSC wearing that black, gold, and yellow uniform. Just as a friendly reminder, as Larissa Gonzalez now will be serving the ball, number 15 for Palm Beach. Great job by Cubero, and they get the point for Pasco-Hernando. Cubero with a smart move up front grabs the 11th point. And PHSC having a consistent offensive performance early, as number 14, Alanis Colon, the outside hitter from Orlando, Florida, will be serving the ball. Ball is up in the air by Colon. Ball put back out. Hernandez with her shot. Ball is still in the air for Palm Beach. They got to put it back out. It's called for by a fellow Bobcat. Put back by Cologne. Palm Beach has to reset. There's their shot. Great job by Cologne. It's called for by Crew. Then Hernandez tips it back out, but it hits the net and trickles down past Caden Barber. It is 11-8 now. Palm Beach will have possession of the ball. Abby Venero will be serving the ball for Palm Beach. First touch by Cologne, set by Freyer. Here comes Hernandez with a shot that's put back up in the air by Palm Beach. Here comes the attack that is way too powerful and out of play. PHSC with their 12th point. And that means that Sydney Freyer will be serving the ball once again for the Lady Bobcats. Ball put in motion by Freyer. The set, now here comes the attack. And it goes out of play by number 11, Angelina Link. And it is 13-8 now. Freyer once again will be serving the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Freyer will be serving. She puts the ball in motion. It goes into Palm Beach territory. Here's the set. Now the attack. And a confirmed kill past two Bobcats by number 14, Georgina Van Loo. Adds the 9th point for Palm Beach. It is 13-9, I should say, excuse me. PHSC leading. And that means Van Loo will be serving the ball. The freshman puts the ball in play. It's Cologne, then Crew, fake out. Hernandez, blocked shot off the hands of Sydney Freyer, and it goes out of play. 13-10, Palm Beach now in double digits. Van Loo once again serving the ball for the Panthers. Cologne, Crew, now Hernandez. Ball is still up in the air. And one too many touches between Freyer, O'Call, and Hernandez. It is 13-11. Now a 2-point lead for PHSC. The Panthers somehow clawing their way back in this situation. Van Loo once again serves the ball for Palm Beach. Cologne, Crew, Barber. Ball put back out, but it goes out of play. It is 14-11. Crew is going to be replaced by Rays, and Carter is going to be replaced, or Barber is going to be replaced by Carter, I should say. Excuse me. Elena Carter puts the ball in the air. Here's the set now, the attack. And it goes out of play, too heavy on that particular shot. It is 15-11, PHSC within 10. Carter, the defensive specialist, puts the ball up in the air. Here comes the set, now the attack. Ball's gonna go out of play after a diving effort by Cologne. It is 15-12. And that means number 13, Ayla Jower, the defensive specialist, will be serving the ball for Palm Beach. First touch by Hernandez, then Carter goes to Ray's. Ball off the right shoulder and goes out of play. It is 15-13 now. Palm Beach celebrating on their bench. They're only down by 2. Jower puts the ball, but it hits the net. Puts the ball up in the air, but it hits the net on the top right corner, which means Andrea Bravo of Pasco-Hernando will be serving the ball. Ball put in motion for PHSC. The set, now the attack on the right corner. Ball flipped up, hits the net. One too many touches off the effort of Carter and then Cologne. It is 16-14. Palm Beach only down by 2 inside the first set. Jaden Manolfi, the freshman number 9 on the Panthers roster, will be serving the ball here. Ball put in motion by Palm Beach. First touch by Freyer, then to Carter. The attack by Cologne. Palm Beach resets on the outer left corner, but they hit the net in the attempt to go past Bobcats territory. It's 17-14. I believe that was by Mainolfi, but nevertheless, Avery O'Call, number 6 for Pasco-Hernando, puts the ball in the air for this exchange. The attack, ball put past Carter, spun around and put forth out of play. It is 17-15 now. Palm Beach now has possession here. Jauer puts the ball in the air. Great diving effort there. Fake out shot by Cologne, and they grab the point. PHSC with a bounce back shot. Thanks to Cologne. 18-15 is the score here. Some substitutions as PHSC will have possession here. Isabel Crew, the freshman setter, will be serving the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air. The set, now here comes the attack. Set by Crew, shot by Barber. Great kill up front. And they get it there, 19-5. Great speed by Barber. And they're nearly there as Crew will once again serve the ball. Number 9 on the Bobcats roster. PHSC has possession on this exchange. Ball is up in the air. Here's the set in the middle. Now the attack in the left corner. Bravo, touched by Cologne. And a point for Palm Beach between the efforts of number 9, that being Jaden Mainolfi. Ball trickled down between Caden Barber, number 10, and Maria Cubero on the Bobcats side, as number 15, Larissa Gonzalez, will be serving the ball for the Panthers. 4 wide, way back for Pasco-Hernando. First touch by Freer, but it's way back out. Andrea Bravo grabs a set as Freer puts it back into Palm Beach territory. Here comes the attack, and it's going to be a confirmed point for Palm Beach. Thought it went out. Deanne Wilson is contesting, but nevertheless, as of right now, it's 19-17. And play will resume here as Larissa Gonzalez puts the ball in the air for the Panthers. Hits the ball. Back out by Cologne. Cologne misses it to the left of her, and it's 19-18. They are down by 1, and Deanne Wilson is calling a timeout in this first set. Let me tell you, things can happen so quickly, and I said at the very beginning of this pregame show, a wild card team this is. And for Pasco-Hernando, again, it seems to be similar issues. It's not as apparent up front, I like to call it, but it seems like it's just exchanges in particular for Pasco-Hernando, especially if you're talking about corners 2 or 4 to be specific. If you're looking at that, like the last play with Cologne, or when the ball was trickling down between Cubero and Barber, it's those things that can ultimately change a game. It's 1 point at a time, as Deanne Wilson has talked about throughout the season. And the Bobcats are now back out on the court here. Palm Beach will be back out. Two teams run by 2 great coaches. Palm Beach being Drew Colvin, and PHSC Deanne Wilson. Larissa Gonzalez, number 15, puts the ball in the air for the Panthers. First touch by Prayer. Fake out, shot by Barber, and a bounce back kill by Barber right there. Freyer, Crew, and then Barber. It is 20-18 now. They hit 20, PHSC within 5 to take the first set. And that means that number 14, Alanis Cologne, the outside hitter, will be serving it up for Pasco-Hernando. Ball is up in the air. Here comes the set. Now the attack for Palm Beach. Ball put back out. Freyer calls for it with the set. Hernandez puts it back out. It's in Palm Beach territory. The set. Now the attack. Freyer. Cubero. Hernandez. Ball reset by Palm Beach. Called for by Crew. The attack by Barber. Blocked shot up front by the efforts of number 4, Cameron Chick, and number 14, Georgina Van Loo. It is 20-19 now. Palm Beach has possession here. They're down by 1. As number 2 on the Panthers roster, Emma Richardson, the sophomore, puts the ball in the air. Freyer, then Crew to Hernandez, and it's going to be a great job there. A bounce back kill by Hernandez. Right, exactly in corner 3. 21-19 is the score. Freyer for Pasco-Hernando will once again be serving the ball. Ball is up in the air by Freyer. Set. Now the attack to the right. It's called for by Crew. Then back to Barber. Ball tipped. The attack by Palm Beach. Ball in the middle by Crew. Then Hernandez. Ball put forth by Palm Beach. Someone's got to put it out. That's going to be Cologne. Great job, but it goes out of play. It's going to be 21-20 now. A great effort up until the very end. Cologne just put it out of play. And once again, Palm Beach is only down by 1. Van Loo for Palm Beach will once again serve the ball. It's up in the air. First touch by Cologne, then Crew. Fake out. Here comes Barber. Barber with the kill, but it goes back forth for Palm Beach. Here comes the next attempt for Pasco-Hernando. Here comes the set by Freyer. Goes back to Barber. Ball is tipped up in the air. Here comes Crew. Now Hernandez. Ball is put forth and down by Palm Beach. And now the game is tied. Van Loo once again will be serving it up for Palm Beach. Ball is up in the air, set by Crew. O'Call with her shot. Ball is put back in the air by Palm Beach. Here comes the attack. Barber with the set. Now it's to Hernandez. Ball trickling up in the air. Someone's got to grab it. Ball put way back out to Cologne. Now to Crew, to O'Call. Ball put into Bobcats territory. Here comes Freyer. Now back to Barber. And it's going to be a point for Palm Beach. You got to be kidding me. Visible frustration on the bench for Pasco-Hernando. A beautiful designed play, I should say, excuse me. Set by O'Call, shot by O'Call, I should say, was from Crew. Ball goes out of play, and now the game is tied. It's 22-all inside the first set. Both teams down by 3 to reach 25, but they have to lead by 2, whoever team makes it first. It's put up by Carter for PHSC. The set, now the attack. Ball tipped up in the air, called for by Carter. Now shot by Hernandez. Ball trickles down, and they grab the point after a deflection by Palm Beach. It's 23-22 right now. A great job by Hernandez. And PHSC has possession here. Carter serves it up as Palm Beach resets. Here comes the attack. And a confirmed kill right there by Angelina Link. The outside hitter grabs the 23rd point, and the game is tied. Palm Beach will have possession. As Ayla Jenner, the defensive specialist, the freshman, number 13 on the Palm Beach roster, is going to serve. The ball is up in the air. Ball goes in play. It's counted as a point. It's 24-23. Goes past Sydney Freyer, and we're going to have a timeout by Deanne Wilson. 24-23 is the score. Palm Beach leading by 1. PHSC down by 1 to tie it. It's been a roller coaster to say the least, and for PHSC, they have to take it 1 point at a time. That last play in particular was, once again, went past Sydney Freyer to the right of her, thought that it was out of bounds, but nevertheless, PHSC has to reset here. They had some great defensive plays up front. That's the beauty of it. They had some great plays up front, defensive-wise, and great shots by Hernandez and Barber to the left and right corners 2 and 4. And so for PHSC, they just have to clutch this first set because this could ultimately dictate the game, as we saw last time. Juror puts the ball in the air. Called for by Carter. Shot by O'Call. Ball is deflected, but it is counted for PHSC. Hands over top by Palm Beach. It's 24-all as Andrea Bravo, number 17 on the Bobcats roster, will be serving it up. Ball is up in the air. The set, now the attack. Ball put forth. And one too many touches by PHSC. It's 25-24. Again, you think, well, the set's over, they reach 25. No, they have to lead by 2 in order to win this set. PHSC still has a chance to come back here as Maine Olfe will serve the ball, number 9 for Palm Beach. The Panthers put the ball up in the air. Freyer with the dig, then to Carter. Ball put back by Rays. Here comes the attack. Great dig. And the ball goes out of play by Rays, and the game for right now. Palm Beach State up 1-0, 26-24 was the score inside the very first set. And right now, Palm Beach is in control as of right now with 2 minutes and 49 seconds in this intermission. Do not go anywhere. More Bobcat action coming your way. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, inside the intermission between the first and second set. The second set is just about to begin in about 60 seconds. PHSC is in a very particular situation here, almost a very similar situation as to last time. Deja vu, I know. PHSC now down 1 as we enter the second set. PHSC had a very close set. Pasco-Hernando State College had the momentum in the very early portions of this set, but now it's slowly but surely going not in their direction. And for PHSC, again, it's how you respond, because we talked about pressure and experience. And for PHSC, it's been the two biggest factors overall in this season. It has made the outcomes of these games, I should say, very, very different than any of these teams here. Can PHSC go through this pressure, this setback, maintain control, or will they falter back into what we saw in our last broadcast? That is the question here, as PHSC and Palm Beach State College is now back out on the court for the second set. PHSC is to my left now from my broadcasting perspective, and Palm Beach State College is to my right. Again, the Lady Bobcats hoping to get a win after their loss against Indian River State College. PHSC hoping to stay in playoff contention. They are now officially 7th place. A very close match, a race, I should say, with St. Petersburg. As number 14, Alanis Cologne, will be serving the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air. Here comes the set, now the attack up front. Great block, and they're gonna get it right there, right now. Great job by the duo of Cubero and Caden Barber. And they get the first point early, 1-0. Maria Cubero, number 8, and Caden Barber, number 10, gets the job done up front. That great wall of Pasco formation, as number 14, Alanis Cologne, once again will be serving the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air. Here comes the touch. Now the set by Soderberg. Hard shot that's trickling to the right. And it's going to be a point for Palm Beach State College. Number 14, Georgina Van Loo, grabs that point in particular. It is 1-1. As Emma Richardson will serve the ball now. Richardson puts the ball in the air, but it goes out of play. That serve. It is 2-1 early inside the second set. And that means that Sydney Freyer serves the ball for Pasco-Hernando. It's set up by Richardson. Hard shot up front. First touch by Freyer. Then goes to Gonzalez. Hard shot by Barber. Palm Beach resets. Here comes the attack. And a confirmed kill. Hard sideline shot by Georgina Van Loo. The outside hitter grabs the second point for Palm Beach within the second set. It's 2-all here in Newport Richey, Florida. Set up by Freyer. The shot by Hernandez way too hard, and it goes out of play. Palm Beach now leading 3-2. Palm Beach State College will now have possession, with once again Van Loo serving. Van Loo puts the ball up in the air, hits the net, trickles down. Going to be a point for Palm Beach State College. Freyer unable to get to that one in particular. It is 4-2 right now. Van Loo puts the ball up in the air. First touch by Barber, then Gonzalez. O'Call puts it back out. Palm Beach has to reset. First touch by Barber, then hit by Barber. Ball trickling down with a diving effort by Palm Beach, but it's too late by number 13, Ayla Juror. Kaden Barber helps Pasco-Hernando grab their third point within the second set. They're only down by one. And that means number 4, Elena Carter, the defensive specialist from Wesley Chapel, Florida, the freshman, is going to put the ball up in the air. But she hits the net. With that shot, PHSC now down by 2. Palm Beach State College will now have possession. Juror, the defensive specialist for Palm Beach, number 13 on the Panthers roster, puts the ball in motion. Ball is up in the air. It's set now. The attack by Rays. Ball is now back in motion for Palm Beach. Shot that goes out of play. And it's going to be a 1-point game. They're down by 1. PHSC will maintain possession here as number 10, Kaden Barber, will be serving. Andrea Bravo, I should say, number 17 will be serving. Couldn't see from my view. Here comes the set now. The attack, block shot up front. Now the set, now the third touch, trickling down with a diving effort. Now the attack by Rays, block up front. Then to Carter, now back to Rays. Ball put forth by Palm Beach in the right corner. Bravo, now to Carter, goes back to Rays. Ball trickling down after the touch by number 8, Abby Venero. And that means the game is tied 5-5 within the second set. Andrea Bravo, number 17 on the Bobcats roster, will be serving it up for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air. Set. Now the attack. Trickles up. Set by Freyer. Goes to Cologne. Cologne hits the net on that shot. Palm Beach leading 6-5 now. As number 9, Jaden Manolfi, the freshman, number 9 on the Palm Beach roster, will be serving up the ball. The ball is up in the air. First touch by Freyer, then by Carter, then a hard shot by O'Call. Gets it done for PHSC. They tie it here 6-6 within the second. And that means Avery O'Call, number 6, will serve the ball. Ball is up in the air. It's going to be set. Now the attack. Ball is going to be back into Palm Beach territory. And one too many touches by number 9, Jaden Manolfi, means that PHSC will maintain possession here. And they lead by 1, 7-6. O'Call serves the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Here comes the set. Now the attack Ball back up in the air. Called for by Carter. Shot by Cologne. Ball put back in place by Palm Beach. Here comes their shot. Goes up in the air. Set by Carter. Here comes the attack by Rays. Palm Beach resets. Here comes their soft shot that gets touched by Bravo, then goes back out to Cologne, and they grab the point. PHSC on a roll, and they lead by 2, 8-6. A great play up front by Pasco-Hernando as Avery O'Call will be serving the ball. The set, now the attack. Ball trickled up, touched by Bravo, set by Carter, goes back out to Rays. And it's going to be a point for PHSC. It went off of a Palm Beach player. 9-6 is the score. They lead by 3 early within the second set. PHSC leading early again, slowly but surely getting up the momentum, or putting up the levels of momentum, I should be saying here. Again, they have one more game in this regular season. That's going to be tomorrow here at Building K on the West Campus at 1 p.m. PHSC taking on South Florida State College. PHSC and Palm Beach State back out on the court here. PHSC leading by 3 as Avery O'Call will be serving the ball. Number 6 on the Bobcats roster. Ball put up in the air. Ball put back out by Palm Beach. O'Call to Carter, now a shot by Rays. PHSC ready on the double. It's called for by Carter with the set. Now back to Rays with the attack, and they're going to grab the point. PHSC hits number 10. They enter double digits. 10-6 is the score. Great job by Rays with a razor left corner shot. They are up by 4. O'Call serves the ball. Ball goes out of play. Ball put up in the air. First touch by Bravo, set by Carter. Shot by Cubero. Palm Beach resets. Here comes their attack. Up in the middle. Set by Rays. Fake out, hard shot by number 14, Alanis Cologne. Nice job there with the fake out. It's going to be 11-7 as number 2, Isabella Gonzalez, the setter and sophomore from Miami, Florida, will be serving for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air by Gonzalez. Here comes the set. Now the attack. Block shot up front with Kaden Barber and Maria Cubero. Shifting into an entirely new gear in this 69 Mustang. PHSC going into maximum overdrive. Ball is in the air by Gonzalez. The set, now the attack by Palm Beach. Set by Freyer. Here comes the attack by Barber. Ball put up way back by Palm Beach. They have to get it out of here. Set by Barber with Gonzalez and the help of Cubero. And there's going to be, I think, one too many touches was the call. And it's going to be 12-8. And that means that Palm Beach State College will have possession here as Larissa Gonzalez, the freshman, number 15 on the Palm Beach roster, will be serving it up. Ball is up in the air. Set by Gonzalez, goes out to Barber. Ball is tipped up. Palm Beach resets. Shot up front that goes out of play. It is 13-8. Bravo is out of the game and is going to be replaced by Sarah Hernandez, number 5 for PHSC, as number 14, Alanis Colon, the outside hitter, freshman from Orlando, Florida, is going to serve up the ball. Ball put in motion. And a great block up front by guess who? Cubero and Barber. A great block by the duo adds their 14th point. And speaking of number 14, Cologne serves it up. Ball is put in play thanks to Barber. Now the shot by Hernandez. Ball is put back in motion for Palm Beach. They put it back out, tipped up front. The set by Gonzalez, the attack by Barber. Ball is still up in the air, up front for Palm Beach. And a hard line razor shot by number 6, Lily Hollyman, adds Palm Beach's 9th point within the second set. It is 14-9. And number 2, Emma Richardson, the sophomore and setter, puts the ball in motion for Palm Beach. Ball trickles down and hits the net. Went past Gonzalez, didn't know if it was going to go over. And now Palm Beach has reached 10 inside the second set. Richardson is putting the ball up in the air as Barber puts a hardline shot. Ball is going to go way back out. Can they reach it? They cannot. And PHSC is now up by 5, 15-10. And speaking of number 15, Sydney Freyer will now be serving the ball for Pasco-Hernando. The Palm Harbor, Florida resident puts the ball up in the air. The set, now the attack. Ball counted for into Palm Beach. It's going to be 15-11. Means that Palm Beach will now have possession. Number 14, Georgina Van Loo, puts the ball in the air for Palm Beach. It's going to be set by Gonzalez for Pasco-Hernando. Hard shot by Gonzalez goes past a Palm Beach player, number 4 to be specific, Cameron Chick. It is 16-11. Substitutions up front. Gonzalez and Barber are back on the bench as Carter, number 4, and number 13, Reyes, is in the game. Speaking of number 4, Alana Carter, the defensive specialist from Wesley Chapel, Florida, will be serving it up for the Lady Bobcats. Ball up in the air by Carter. Here comes the set, now the attack. Deflected up in the air, called for by Carter, then goes back to Hernandez. Hernandez with a razor shot. That's put up in the air by Palm Beach. Here comes their attack, soft trickle shot that hits the upper portion of the net, almost to the official standing atop. And it is 16-12 now. Palm Beach will now have possession. The lead has now shrunken down to 4. Ayla Juror, the designated setter, the defensive specialist, puts the ball in the air. Set by Carter with a attempted shot by Hernandez, I should say, excuse me. Trying to get it over with a little soft touch. Trying to do the unexpected move, but it does not work that well. Palm Beach once again will have possession here. 16-13 is the score. PHSC up by 3. Freyer then goes back out to Reyes, who puts it into Palm Beach territory. Here comes the attack. Ball up front, saved by Freyer, then put back forth by Cologne. Ball up in the air and goes past Sydney Freyer. And Palm Beach is only down by 2, 16-14. Again, number 13, Ayla Juror, the defensive specialist And the freshman will put the ball up in the air for the Panthers. Ball is put up by Cologne, then to Carter with a great diving effort way back up front. Ball deflected, it's back up in the air into Palm Beach territory. Now the attack and the confirmed kill by Angelina Link goes in front of Sydney Freyer. And Palm Beach State is now only down by 1. Deanne Wilson has called a timeout. And we are in a very interesting place in time for the Lady Bobcats here. 16-15 is the score right here, right now within the second set. Palm Beach leading 1-0 overall. Again, a team has to win 3 sets. They have to win a set by 25 points, and they have to lead by 2. And so for PHSC, again, they have to at least win this set in order to build some bounce-back momentum. Going 1-1 in terms of the game, yeah, that makes your chances of winning easier. Being down 2-0 makes it so much harder. Ayla Jenner, the defensive specialist, will once again be serving the ball. Ball is up in the air. Set by Cologne, then Carter, shot by Hernandez. Ball is trickling down, and they get a bounce-back shot. It is 17-15 now. PHSC now leading by 2. And that means number 17, Andrea Bravo, will be serving up for Pasco-Hernando, the sophomore from Davenport, Florida. Bravo will be serving the ball up in the air. Here comes the set, now the attack, and the confirmed kill by Abby Venero. The freshman for Palm Beach grabs the 16th point within the second set. Soderberg is out of the game here, along with Link as number 9. Jaden Manolfi will be serving the ball for Palm Beach. Great dig up front by Freyer, set by Carter, shot by Cologne, goes out of play. And the game is tied 17 all inside the second set. Ball put in motion by Palm Beach. Set by Carter, goes to Cologne, and it's going to be a great kill. And that means they lead 18-17 now, a 1-point lead, but that lead is too small to keep on to as Avery O'Call serves the ball. The set, now the attack in the center, and it goes out of play, but counted for, I believe, to Palm Beach. Yes, it will be. It is 18-18 now. Again, Palm Beach State wanting to win this game. Their 4th win would be the desired outcome, as there's a shot by Cubero that's saved up front. A great dig there, set by Carter, shot by Cologne, put back in the center. Palm Beach has to reset. Puts it with a nice dig by Bravo, shot by Cologne, put way back out into Panthers territory. Ball trickled right towards Sydney Freyer, hit her left hand and went down quickly. And that means it is 18-19. 19 points for Palm Beach, 18 for PHSC. Ball put in motion by Gonzalez. Set by Carter, fake out shot by Cologne, and they grab a point for PHSC. The efforts there by Carter and Cologne, 19-19. Game is tied here. PHSC will have possession as number 2, Isabella Gonzalez for Pasco-Hernando will be serving the ball. Ball put up in the air by Gonzalez. The set, now the attack, and goes past Gonzalez. Palm Beach with an added point. They reach 20 to 19. And PHSC at the very tail end of this second set, as Larissa Gonzalez, number 15 for Palm Beach, will be serving it up for the Panthers. Ball is up in the air. Touched by Freyer. Fake out, shot by Barber. Ball put back in motion for Palm Beach. Up front shot and a confirmed kill by Georgina Van Loo. The outside hitter grabs the 21st point. And once again, Larissa Gonzalez puts the ball in the air. And the ball is out of play, or a hit PHSC's side of things. No one unable to grab that one, I should say. Excuse me, it's 22 to 19. Ball is put in motion. Set, the attack. Ball trickles down up in the air. One too many touches, I think. Bravo, though. She keeps it in motion, though. I was incorrect in that assumption. Block up front by Barber and Cubero. Another block. Ball is trickling down. Palm Beach has to reset. Who's going to grab it? That's going to be Gonzalez. Set by Freyer. The attack by Cologne. Ball is still up in the air with a hard trickle shot touched by Freyer. Then set by Gonzalez. Shot by Barber. Ball is still up in the air for PHSC. Ball put forth by Barber. As the game slows down, block up front by Barber and Cubero. Are you kidding me? PHSC grabbing their 20th point and down by 2. Alanis Cologne, number 14 for PHSC, will be serving the ball. Great wall of Pasco formation up front as the ball was in play. Here comes the set, now the attack for the Panthers. And a missed block up front by Gonzalez and Barber means that Palm Beach gets their 23rd point. And they're only down by 2. In order to win this second set, PHSC down by 3 to tie it, down by 5 to win it. Ball put in motion by Richardson. The set by Gonzalez, the attack by Barber, and a great bounce back kill. Means that PHSC gets their 21st point inside the second set, thanks to Kaden Barber. Sydney Freyer, number 15 on the Bobcats roster, will put the ball up in the air. Here comes the set. Now the attack to the right. Hits the net, though. A fatal mistake by number 14, Georgina Van Loo. Means that PHSC is now only down by 1. Sydney Freyer of Pasco-Hernando will be serving the ball here. 3 wide up front for PHSC. Put back out by Barber, and there's going to be a point for PHSC. Ball was in motion. Palm Beach with their hand over the net, and now the game is tied. Once again, Sydney Freyer will be serving the ball for Pasco-Hernando. The freshman from Palm Harbor, Florida, puts her shot up in the air. The set, now the attack with a great diving effort. Who's going to grab it? No one will, as Palm Beach grabs their 24th point thanks to number 4, Cameron Chick. The sophomore makes it very clear that Palm Beach is staying around as Van Loo serves it up in the air. It's set by Gonzalez. The attack by Hernandez. One too many touches. And once again, the Panthers will win the second set. A sad outcome within the second set. Palm Beach now leading 2-0 right here, right now. PHSC fighting till the very, very end in this set is a highlight of what I've talked about all season. Their tenacity is there. Their grit and their character is there. It's just the pressure and experience. But for PHSC, it's going to be, again, a very interesting situation. Can they come back and tie it and then win it? They did that before when they were away. And for PHSC, again, if we have this overtime scenario, I like to call it an overtime scenario, but really it's just going into the fifth set, right? If they tie it 2-2, we go into the fifth set, and that means that a team has to reach 15 points, and they have to lead by 2 in order to win the game. That is a potential scenario. It could be a shutout, but I don't think that anybody here inside this building wants a shutout loss, a back-to-back shutout loss after losing against Indian River and putting themselves even further behind in playoff contention. So with just about 2 minutes left in this intermission, we'll have the third set coming your way. PHSC and Palm Beach State, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you. I got to drink water.
If you want to keep up with the latest news on our podcasts, check out our social media pages. Go to @PHSC on X, PHSC Athletics on Instagram and Facebook, and follow.
Welcome back, everyone, here inside the third set of this women's volleyball game. PHSC down by 2. PHSC hoping not to face back-to-back losses, shutout losses to be specific, as they faced with the last broadcast we had here inside Building K against Indian River. PHSC in 7th place right now within the division. They are 7-11. They hope not to have the same name as the gas station. They hope to be 8-11 and potentially have a playoff spot as the regionals are coming up in early November. I will be there to broadcast those regionals. Again, it's going to be the top 6 teams inside this D2 division. As we switch places once again, Palm Beach is to my left, PHSC to my right. Just a friendly reminder, Palm Beach State College wearing those white, yellow, and green jerseys. PHSC with the black and gold as Richardson serves the ball and it goes out of play. PHSC with their very first point within the third set. Emma Richardson, number 2, puts that ball out of play, unfortunately. But that means that Sydney Freyer for Pasco-Hernando will have an opportunity to serve it here inside the third set. Ball is up in the air. It's set. Now the attack. It's going to be set by Freyer. Then Aquino with a shot that is blocked and tipped up front. And no one unable to grab that one. Freyer closest to the ball, but it was the skill there, I believe, by number 11, Angelina Link, on that right corner. It is 1-1 right now within the third set. Ball put in motion with a set by Gonzalez and a great shot by O'Call. But Palm Beach has their opportunity blocked up front, and Freyer can't grab it as it went backwards. It is 2-1 right now. Palm Beach leading. Again, Palm Beach is that guest box on the scoreboard. PHSC obviously home. Again, Palm Beach State College up 2-0 here as Georgina Van Loo, the outside hitter, puts the ball in motion. First touch by Cologne, then set by Freyer, put out by Barber. And it's going to be out of play. 3-1 early is the score here as Van Loo, the outside hitter, the freshman, number 14 on the Panthers roster, puts the ball in motion. Cologne hits that one first as Gonzalez goes down, and it is 4-1 early inside the third set. Palm Beach will once again have possession here. Van Loo once again serving the ball for the Lady Panthers. First touch by Cologne, set by Gonzalez. Fake out, shot by Aquino, I should say, excuse me. Ball is still up in the air. Gonzalez now to Freyer, goes back to Aquino with a hard shot blocked up front by the net. And it is 5-1 early within the third set. And once again, Van Loo will be serving the ball here. Ball hits the net though, which means that PHSC will have their second point of this third set. Gonzalez and Barber is out of the game as Carter and number 16 on the Bobcats roster, Amy Jordan Cruz, steps in, I believe, for the first time in tonight's game. Ball is up in the air by Carter. It hits the netting, and that means that PHSC will have another fair opportunity. They are now only down by 2 within the third set. Ball put in the air by Carter. Here comes the set. Now the attack with a confirmed kill by Angelina Link. Just right on track in corner 3. And that means that PHSC will have to defend here. Palm Beach up by 3. Jor for Palm Beach will be serving it up this time wearing that green uniform. First touch by Freyer, then set by Carter, goes out to O'Call. Ball up in the air. Ball put in motion with the attack by Aquino, blocked up front, set by Freyer, then back again at Aquino, but it was touched by number 11, Angelina Link, went down early. And now, once again, Palm Beach State College will have an opportunity here. Ball up in the air, hits the net. PHSC will now have possession. It is 7-4 right now. Aquino will be replaced by Bravo, number 17, Andrea Bravo, and she will be serving up the ball this time in this exchange. Ball put in motion by Bravo. The set, now the attack, but it hits the net for Palm Beach, and that means that PHSC will now have another fair opportunity. They are now down by 2. It is 7-5 Palm Beach as PHSC, once again, will be serving the ball. Andrea Bravo puts the ball in the air. It goes out of play. The sophomore puts the ball too far out, and it is 8-5. Again, Palm Beach will now have possession in this exchange, and that means that number 9, Jaden Manolfi, the freshman, number 9 on the Panthers roster, will be serving it up. Ball is in the air. The set, now the attack. Ball put in motion by Palm Beach. Tipped up in the air. Who's going to grab it? It was going to be Sydney Freyer last minute, but unable to reach it. It is now 9-5. The Bobcats got to make a living here in order to have a fair chance. As once again, Palm Beach puts the ball in motion. Great dig up front by Cologne. Now she is in some discomfort here was a sharp, sharp dive that saved PHSC from facing Palm Beach, who would have been in double digits. O'Call serves the ball into Palm Beach territory, the attack up front. And the ball still in motion by Bravo somehow, some way. Here comes the attack. Ball tipped up in the air, set by Carter, then goes back out to Cologne. Ball still up in the air. Somehow they manage it. Here comes the attack. O'Call, set by Carter. The attack by Amy Jordan Cruz fails. Here comes another opportunity. Carter with the set. Here comes the attack by Cologne. Ball is tipped up in the air, unable to reach it. And PHSC will grab a point right there, right now. Georgina Van Loo unable to get that one. And it is 9-7 as O'Call puts the ball in motion. They're down by 2 here, Pasco-Hernando. Carter now goes out to Cologne, who's going to grab it. They reset here. First touch by Carter, then to Bravo. Shot by Cologne, and it goes out of play. And that means that Palm Beach will hit double digits, 10-7. And number 12, Camila Gonzalez, will be serving it up for the Panthers. Ball up in the air. It's going to be set by Carter, then pushed back out by Freyer. The set, now the attack with a right corner shot, block up front by Amy Jordan Cruz and Cubero. It's going to be 10-8, PHSC down by 2. Amy Jordan Cruz and Carter will be back on the bench as Gonzalez is put forth in the game. So is Cubero. Isabella Gonzalez, the sophomore from Miami, Florida, will serve the ball for the Lady Bobcats. Ball is up in the air. The set, now the attack. Ball put forth by Gonzalez, set by Freyer. The attack by Cologne, bounce back shot that goes out of play. And PHSC is now down by 1. Ball put up in the air by Isabella Gonzalez. Ball is trickled out of play with the touch of Jair. And now the game is tied, and we're going to have a timeout. 10-10 is the score within the third set. Drew Colvin called the timeout, and it's going to be a very interesting case right here, right now. You're kind of at the middle halfway point for PHSC. I mean, in terms of the set itself, both teams are at double digits. And for Pasco-Hernando, it's going to be an opportunity to hold on while this continues. Because again, if you're really talking about Palm Beach State, look what has happened, I should say, with Palm Beach. Anytime they have led PHSC, anytime the game's been tied, they've had a resurgence, I should say, excuse me. They've had a resurgence, and for PHSC, they have to bottle that resurgence in. They got to make sure they don't open that Coke can that's 30 years old. You don't want a nasty Coca-Cola can all over the place. You don't want to open it up and then everything just explodes. You don't want that. You want a clean, nice game with a sustainable lead. And PHSC has to do that for their own survival because, again, they're down by 2 here in terms of sets. They do not want another shutout loss. As Isabella Gonzalez will be serving the ball for PHSC. Ball put in the air for the Lady Bobcats. The set, now the third touch that goes back up front. Bravo, Gonzalez now with a shot by Barber, and Barber gets it done. A great play by Kaden Barber adds the 11th point for PHSC within the third set. It is 11-10. PHSC will once again have possession. Gonzalez will put the ball up in the air. Here comes the set. Now the attack, and a diving effort there by a fellow Bobcat, Andrea Bravo, is not enough, and the game is still tied as of this moment, 11-11. And that means number 15, Larissa Gonzalez of Palm Beach, will be serving the ball for the Panthers. 4-back formation with this set. Now the attack by Kaden Barber from the set of Gonzalez, as Palm Beach now hits their mark, and it's going to be counted for Palm Beach. I think it went past Freyer at the very end of that play, specifically at the bottom of the key in terms of the positioning of the court. Once again, Gonzalez serves the ball for Palm Beach. It's set by Gonzalez for Pasco-Hernando. Touch up by Barber as the Panthers reset. Block up front is a little too late. The confirmed kill by Lily Hollyman, the freshman. And that means that PHSC is now down by 2. Palm Beach leads 13-11. Ball is up in the air. With a hard shot by Cubero, but Palm Beach responds. The ball is counted for Palm Beach. It went past a fellow Bobcat to the right side. And it is 14-11. Larissa Gonzalez will be serving the ball for the Lady Panthers. Ball is up in the air. First touch by Freyer, then Cubero puts it back out. Palm Beach resets. Here comes the attack. Ball goes out of play, but it was last touched, I believe, by Kaden Barber, which means that it is 15-11. The Bobcats down by 4. And once again, Larissa Gonzalez, the freshman, number 15 on the Panthers roster, will be serving it up. 4-back formation for PHSC. Ball is up in the air. First touch, now the second by Gonzalez, who's going to grab it. They can't reach it, and there's going to be a call for Palm Beach State. I think there was a hand that went over or touched the upper portion of the net. It is 16-11 now. Palm Beach serves the ball, but it hits the net. PHSC now for some time will have offensive possession. Bravo is out of the game as Vicky Aquino steps in, number 3. And number 14, Alanis Colon, the outside hitter for Pasco-Hernando, will be serving the ball. 16-12 is the score here. Ball is put out of play. An awkward bounce. And it is 16-13. PHSC down by 3. Once again, Cologne will be serving the ball. Ball put up in the air with a great job by Aquino, but it's a little too fast. Diving effort there by Cologne. Hard shot by Barber, and Barber gets it done. Barber has been great tonight in those deep corner shots, her specialty, as Cologne puts the ball in the air for Pasco-Hernando. The set for Palm Beach. Now the attack, blocked up front, kept in by Gonzalez, set by Freyer. Barber puts it back out. It's blocked up front. It's now set by Freyer once again. Aquino with her shot. Palm Beach now has to reset. And it's tipped off of 2 fellow Bobcats. Went down short. Below Sydney Freyer, it is 17-14 now. And Palm Beach will have possession in this particular exchange. Number 2, Emma Richardson, the sophomore, will be serving it up for the Lady Panthers. Freyer, then Gonzalez. Pushed back by Cubero. Now the attack. And tipped up front by Aquino and Cubero. It is 18-14. Bobcats down by 4. Richardson will once again serve for the Lady Panthers. First touch by Freyer. Then Gonzalez, shot by Aquino. Ball is put in motion. Someone's got to touch it. Aquino does. And hits the net one too many times. And a great job by Aquino, number 3, Vicky Aquino, up front. As number 15, Sydney Freyer, will be serving up the ball for your Lady Bobcats. Ball put in motion by Sydney Freyer. It's set by Richardson and a blocked shot that turns into a point for Palm Beach. Unfortunate there, a great block up front. I think hands went over on that specific play, and nevertheless, Palm Beach will have possession here. Number 14, Georgina Van Loo, the outside hitter, makes her mark on this serve. Ball is up in the air. Set by Gonzalez, then goes to Barber. Barber with a hard drive that's deflected off the hand of Emma Richardson. And the Bobcats now down by 3. 2 Bobcats step out here as Amy Jordan Cruz is put back in, number 16, and Alana Carter, number 4, is in. She will be serving the ball for PHSC. Ball put in motion with the set by Richardson. Here comes the attack. First touch by Freyer, then called for by Carter. The attack by Cologne, and it's going to be a point for Palm Beach. They reach 20. PHSC now down by 4. That means number 13, Ala Jaur, the libero, puts the ball in the air. It's set for by Carter. The attack by Avery O'Call. Ball is deflected up front. Someone's got to grab it for Palm Beach. Here comes the attack. Freyer then put up again by O'Call. Great job up front. Ball put way back out. First touch by Freyer, then by Carter, then goes to Amy Jordan Cruz. Ball is still put forth in the deep right corner. Set by Carter once again. Avery O'Call with her shot. Palm Beach is calling for it. Here comes the attack. Hits Freyer and goes down. And an unfortunate situation at the very end of a long, long play. And Palm Beach is leading 21-16. They are now 4 away from winning the 3rd set. Jaur, the freshman for Palm Beach, puts the ball in motion. First touch by Freyer. Then to Cologne with a great shot up front by Vicky Aquino, number 3. And that means it's 21-17. Aquino will step aside as Andrea Bravo puts herself in the game. She will be serving the ball. The sophomore from Davenport, Florida, makes her mark. The ball is up in the air. The set. And the attack is awkward as it hits the top portion of the net. Angelina Link unable to do anything there. It's 21-18. Andrea Bravo once again will be serving the ball for your Lady Bobcats. Ball is going to be up in the air. It is in motion. Set by Richardson. The attack and deflected shot, thanks to Camila Gonzalez, means that Palm Beach will reach their 22nd point and will have possession here. Ball put forth, and it's going to be into the net by Jaden Manolfi. And that means that PHSC will have possession. Avery O'Call, number 6 on the Bobcats roster, will be serving it up. Ball up in the air. The attack by Palm Beach. The touch by Bravo. Given forth to Cologne with a hard direct shot by Cologne, hitting the target zone. PHSC reaches 20 points. They're down by 2. And once again, Avery O'Call will be serving the ball for PHSC. Ball put in motion, first touch by O'Call, set by Carter, then the shot by number 8, Maria Cubero. Cubero doing some late night movie magic. It's 21-22. PHSC down by 1, trying to tie this thing and maybe come back here as we have a timeout by Palm Beach State. I'm Robert Lischak. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast. PHSC, again, in this back-and-forth affair. The last 2 times we've seen this back-and-forth affair, they have lost. Can they change it? That is the question here, as PHSC is hoping to win this game, keep themselves in the playoff race, better position themselves as we wait on the impact by St. Petersburg and Indian River. Indian River in 5th, St. Pete in 6th. PHSC with the tiebreaker against St. Pete as we get the information coming out in the next couple days, trying to get to see who's going to make it into the playoffs. Deanne Wilson hoping to make it to the playoffs for her 3rd consecutive year. That is the goal, as the ball is put up in the air by Avery O'Call. Here's the set. Now the attack. And the confirmed kill by number 6, Lily Hollyman, means that Palm Beach State College will have possession. It's 23-21. They just need 2 points. Ball up in the air by Gonzalez, but it hits the net. And it is 23-22. Amy Jordan-Cruz and Carter steps out as Barber and Gonzalez is put in the game for PHSC. Gonzalez, Isabella Gonzalez, number 2, will be serving the ball for Pasco-Hernando. Both teams getting ready here. A 1-point game within the 3rd set. PHSC hoping to keep it alive. Ball put in motion by Gonzalez. Here's the set. Now the attack. Put up by Carter. Then it back to Cubero. It's set by Freyer. Now back to Barber. Ball hits the top portion of the net as Cologne unable to reach it. A situation all too familiar for PHSC. Can they change it here? 24-22, Palm Beach leading by 2. They need 1 to win. Gonzalez puts the ball in motion. Now Isabella Gonzalez with the set. The attack by Barber. Palm Beach State keeps it alive. Touched by Barber. Then Gonzalez. Fake out. Shot by Cologne. And it goes out of play. Game is over. And PHSC will lose this game. Another shutout loss. Back-to-back shutout losses for your Lady Bobcats. They lose 3-0 final in this 3rd set, 25-22. And that means that PHSC will go down 7-12. They're still in 7th place. But the Lady Bobcats needing to win this game next in order to have any chance of the playoffs here. It all comes down to tomorrow's game, which will be at 1 p.m. Eastern inside Building K. I'll hopefully be there to broadcast. I've been a bit under the weather, as you've heard from my voice, but if I'm not there, we will still have the broadcast open. It will still be on YouTube, and you will still see a final score and update on all of our social media. Thank you for joining us here tonight. For everyone at PHSC Athletics, our AV crew, and all of our fans, stay safe out there. Good night.